It's debate night with our chicken soup because we need comfort.
I have a bouquet of parsley.
That's so nice. It means you'll
I
have
forgot
fresh
to
bread.
talk about me. I have a bouquet of parsley.
Here, here. Wear a mask, people. That's all I'm going to say. Okay.
Hello. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm so excited. I've not made matzo ball soup.
Oh, good, because this is a great one. Honest to God.
I'm super excited.
I was joking, and this is a family joke of mine. Both of my sisters married wonderful Jewish men, and I did not. And guess who's still married? Them.
I'm just saying. I always tell my friends I'm a Jewish redheaded wannabe.
And
I'm hoping someone will bring me into the cult at some point.
I would like to dedicate this soup tonight to my stepdad, Stan Diamond, who is Jewish, born in Queens, and near Trump's neighborhood, and has always
Wow.
loathed the man and his family.
Weird. Well, I didn't mean to say cult. It's not a cult. It's a religion.
Stan,
It's just like
I'm going to say, if you're watching, I'm going to save some of this for you because I know you will love it. And, when I lived in New York, I catered years ago in my 20s and had to cook this and really learn from some serious bubbies what the deal was and all of the different, there's a lot of controversial things about the matzo ball and the seltzer versus the baking powder and what size
Mhm.
and dents or floaters or sinkers. I mean, there's so much stuff that you have to
Yes.
know. And there's a million different ways to do it. But through trial and error, I think I have a really good, in fact, this should probably go in the cookbook.
Well,
Little hints now and again.
yes, dropping a little clue here and there.
But yeah, but as I said in the post earlier, it's the second presidential debate, and I need the most comfort food
Well,
nourishment.
it's supposed to be the third. Let's just say that. But man, baby, checked out of the second one.
That's true. They did he did the dueling town halls, but which was painful. So I will.
Yeah.
My body will be
I'm
feeling
starting
good.
my help. I'm helping myself already.
That's all you can do. I mean, this food, for some reason, it's chicken soup in general. It's got the protein. I think this one, adding the carbohydrate of the matzo ball, there's something about it. It makes me feel like
It's so
home
comforting.
and
Yeah.
safe. And and we need that right now.
Yes, we do. I have my safety net on tonight.
I have that same shirt. Seamus was wearing it 2 days ago. That's so funny. All right. So I kind of did this backwards. I'm going to give you a little tour of what's going on here.
Okay.
And it doesn't matter which way you do it. Okay. There's no judgment.
There's no rule. Well, we ran out of rules in March when we started the lockdown. So
the rules out the window. So I roasted the chicken first, and I'm going to have that for dinner. And here it is.
Oh, yum.
The beautiful roast chicken.
Oh, lovely.
So after I eat it tonight, then I am going to take the carcass and begin the chicken soup. Okay, it's going to cook overnight. It's going to have a lot of yummy stuff in it. This will all be in the recipe. Now, right now, what we're going to concentrate on is the matzo ball part because it's really the hardest part of the soup and you want to get it right. So here right now we have boiling some chicken stock and I put some better than bouillon in there because the thing is, and here's some matzo tips, you want to not make your matzo balls in your soup because they take up a lot of liquid and they take most of your soup, okay?
Uh-huh.
if you cook them in a flavored broth, you can take them out and let them cool at room temperature. They're hold together. Like I'm gonna refrigerate these tonight, and then I'm gonna put them in my soup tomorrow. But
Okay.
a lot of people are convinced to cook them separately. Otherwise, you could get some mush in your soup, and you don't want that.
Oh, you want a nice clear broth,
You
right?
want a good clear broth, and then you have these
Mhm.
beautifully cooked matzo balls. And then the other thing is that you know it's what you put it. What are you putting in this matzah now? I have always been told you need to refrigerate the dough for, minimum an hour. This has been refrigerating for 2 hours. Okay.
Okay.
But you could do it overnight, and I'll tell you what's inside of it. I
Okay.
prepared this, and this is my own special thing. And that is, okay, and
Oh, that recipe looks familiar.
you know, scribblings. Um, this is has a little Southwest twist, of course, because I like a little spice in it. So I have matzo meal, and I am a person that likes the baking powder and the seltzer in it.
Okay.
Some people swear by just seltzer. Some people, if you want, will do the baking powder, and everybody fears that it's not kosher, but you can get kosher baking powder. So don't let that stop you. But it really makes a difference. Um, and then sea salt. And then I like to use real garlic and real minced onion, and I just make it really, really
Really
tiny
tiny,
because
tiny, tiny.
I want that flavor. I don't want the powder. That's a big
Okay.
controversy.
So when you're gonna do the onion, do you put it in a blender?
I didn't. I chopped it with a really, really sharp knife, and I chopped it super fine, like super
Okay,
mini.
because when I do it with meatballs, I put it in the blender because I like the extra moisture that it adds, and it doesn't give you any chunks.
Gabriella, that's
I
a
don't know
really
if you've
great idea.
ever tried it
That's
that
a
way.
really great idea, and I am going to do that next time. In fact, I'm writing it down right now. I don't know why I do that. Why do I suffer and chop it?
I don't know. If I'd have known, I'd have told you earlier, but it's a trick I learned a long time ago from my meatballs.
That is a great tip. Okay, I'm going to do that next time. Um, so anyway, I chopped them really minced, and then sea salt and pepper. And so then your dry is that, and I do dill and parsley,
Mhm.
and I put some red chili in there, Chimayo red chili.
Nice.
Now here's the wet. So you have your dry on one side, and here's the wet. It's 3 large eggs, and I made chicken schmaltz today.
You did not.
So
Ah.
I think the schmaltz is really important. Now, if you buy,
Yeah, it is. So, do you tell how to make schmaltz?
I will tell them how to make schmaltz. It's really easy. It's just you're
Mm.
rendering chicken fat from the skin, and you can
Mhm.
take the giblets or whatever you want to do, or if you just want to do the skin. And it's like when you cook bacon off or duck or whatever, and you have this fat left over, and it's hot oil looking, and when it's hot, and then when it gets cold, it solidifies. So I did it with chicken skin, and yeah, I let it, get to room temp. So it was just like a soupy thing. And then you mix 3 tablespoons of that, or if you can't make schmaltz or you just don't want to, you could use grapeseed oil or olive oil if you want. I don't think it's the same.
Use bacon fat?
Well, not if you're Jewish. You can't use bacon fat.
Well,
But
not all Jewish people are making the matzah, I'm just saying.
that's true. I mean, you know what? I think you could. I think you could.
Well, also, you know me, I have duck fat.
Right. And I bet duck fat would be divine in this, and even better than chicken. And
I'll bring you some.
I'm sure people have done that. And when you make it on your own, use the duck fat and tell me what you think. But
Okay.
and then I put some better than bouillon in it also. I put a teaspoon of that.
They
Um,
should sponsor us.
and so then you get this thing that looks like this. Okay.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
then you don't want to overmix it. And with the matzo meal and everything, you just incorporate it, and then
Did
you
you
want to.
buy matzo meal or did you make your matzo meal?
I bought plain matzo meal, which is basically
Okay,
ground up crackers. Now you can
right.
buy matzo mix, which has the, all the salt and whatever. I want to control my ingredients, and I think it's tastier when you make it homemade.
Yeah.
If I wanted to just get matzo bread or matzo crackers and put them in a Cuisinart, it's the same thing. So I just
Okay.
got, what one did I get? I got, hang on. Matzo meal.
Okay.
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 And basically it's just sodium free. It's just the crackers crushed. That's
Okay.
all it is.
And somebody squished it all up for you.
That's all it is. And
Okay.
that way you have the control of your matzo ball flavors. It's too much salt in those mixes, and you don't know, like, I don't think they put, I think you just add water, you don't know how it's rising or anything like that.
Yeah, they don't add stuff. Sometimes they'll add stuff to make it look so that it doesn't clump together and all that kind
I
of
think
thing.
there's some chemical kind of additives too.
Yeah.
Not every brand, but I think the mainstream brands have that for sure. So I just made my own, and we're boiling this. It's almost to boiling. So how it's gonna work is this: you're gonna take. Now, here's the other. There's so many options with matzo ball soup. Some people like it to be the size of a small softball, right? And it's just one in the beautiful bowl with the broth.
Yep.
Some people like the small sizes, and they want to have 1, 2, or 3. Medium.
Mhm.
I was taught by this lady in New York she's like, I want it to be the size of a quarter. So she said, make the ball the size of a quarter. And she goes, that makes the perfect, like, medium ball that you could put 3 in a nice bowl,
Okay.
So that's what I do. I'm going to make all of this right now. It's probably going to make, I don't know how many, but what you want is the broth to boil, which is starting to boil right now. I'm going to make the balls, and then when the balls are done, you turn it to simmer, you put in the balls, you cover it for 30 minutes. You do not lift the cover. Okay. They're going to fluff up and they're going to float these. And then I'm going to take them out and get them out of liquid and let them cool. And then I'm going to keep them in an airtight container for tomorrow. But I have a see-through lid so I can see what's going on.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
Don't be tempted. So I'm going to start rolling. I'm going to start rolling while we talk. But you know how you make quenelles where you just want them to be uniform, right? And you take
I do, but you're going to have to show people because maybe people don't know how to make quenelles.
Okay, so you take 2 spoons and you're just shaping it, okay?
Come toward I can't see your hands.
You don't want to overwork this, okay? And you want it to be a ball. So you can touch it with your hands, but I want it to be the same amount. So I'm using a teaspoon. I just shaped it like that, and I'm not doing anything more. It's light, and I'm doing it like that. Okay, that's one. So I'm going to make.
Okay, are you going to put those like on a cookie sheet or something?
I'm just putting them on the breadboard right now, and I'm just, they're awaiting their little trip into the boiling broth.
Okay, you're not smushing hard. There's some air between. Yeah, that's the way I like to do the meatballs too. I mean, I don't use 2 spoons, but I don't pack them really hard.
Right. The 2 spoons is just to get the right amount and the right height. Like, I'm looking at this, and every time I look at it, I'm like, oh, that's right. You know what I mean? Just flipping it. Not with this.
Someone's saying, could you use a cookie scoop?
Of course, you can use whatever spoon you want, but the 2-spoon method packs it down enough so that's your tension, so that when you take it out into your hands, you're just shaping it into a ball, and that's it, lightly.
Yeah, so it's not an egg shape like a quenelle would be.
No, that traditionally this is a ball, so you want it to be a sphere. But I like to be, this is the tension of, that's as hard as that is going to go together. Okay. And then I grab it, and then I just make it into a ball. Okay.
Okay.
So
there you go.
and I like this because it has fresh herbs. It's almost like I'm making a matzo meatball, if you think about it, Debriana.
Correctamundo. That's where really what it sounds like. Instead of using ground beef, you're adding
I'm
matzo
just
meal.
making your meatballs with matzo.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. Although I add cheese to mine, and that's not going in the matzah.
No, but
Although I might, if I'm not Jewish, add cheese.
Debriana puts cheese and bacon in her matzo balls, but no matter.
Cheese and duck fat.
No matter, and duck fat.
That
But
would
it's
be called a non-traditional matzo ball.
yes, for shiksas only. And that's fine. But anywho, this is a delicious version, and I've had, okay, here's my ultimate compliment. So this woman came back from a dinner party in New York once, and she came into the kitchen and she said, "Who made the matzo ball soup?" And I said, "I did." And she said, "Oh my God, those are the best matzo balls I've ever had." And I said, "Oh wow, thank you." And she's like, "Are you Jewish?" And I was like, "No." And she said, "Too bad, I'd introduce you to my son." I'm like, okay.
Aw. Well, now I feel bad. Everybody else in your family got to marry Jewish men. Come on.
Well, you know what? I got pretty lucky right now, so I'm not going to
Yeah,
complain.
that's a true story.
So anyway, yeah, cookie scoop. Yeah, you can do that. You can do whatever you want. You do you. I'm just telling you this for me. I like how it flips up to like a medium size, and
Mhm.
I like to put at least 3
It's
in.
gonna get bigger than that little tiny
Oh yeah.
ball
Oh
you
yeah.
have right now. Right.
This is going to
I like
be
a dumpling.
at least twice, if not 3 times as big as this.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Well, you added seltzer and you added baking powder, so it's
Baking
gonna
powder.
rise. Yeah.
Oh. And they cook for 30 minutes, and these will float. Now, sometimes
Okay.
people like the dense, quote unquote, sinkers. That's not my preference, but some people love that.
Yeah, golf balls, my mom used to call them. No, we don't eat golf balls.
We don't eat golf balls.
When referring to meatballs, my mother was not Jewish.
So, because they were dense meatballs.
Yeah, I don't like the dense ones either. Like when you buy them in a package from the grocery store and they're frozen meatballs, they're always like dense.
Yeah.
And we don't do dense. We've
Yeah.
had enough dense. We've had enough dense. Speaking of debate night, no.
I know, I'm really scared. I gotta say, I have anxiety right now. I need my matzo ball soup. I need my
Yeah, anxiety. You see,
I know. It's what
I'm not a drinker.
she doesn't drink. No.
Speaking of, but except on Fridays. Speaking of drinking night, tomorrow night we are having Santa Fe Spirits, and they will be making a drink called the Bad Apple. You don't want to miss it.
That's gonna be good. I'm excited about that.
Yeah, me too. And again, just to mention, you guys, we are having next Wednesday, we have a guest, Yoni Martin, speaking of Jewish people.
Yay!
And he will be on the show making a special chicken. Don't want to miss it.
Awesome. Okay, yay. Yoni's great. We had a great talk with him today.
Yeah, and he has the podcast called The World According to Yoni. And I think his last podcast was Frangela. They were just on his show.
Who we love.
Badass Apple. Yeah, pretty much.
Hey, maybe I'll use that title tomorrow.
Okay, Miss.
So
she's going to be pushing out our promo.
I'm almost done with these, and let's see how many I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I'm probably going to get 20 out of this, which is great for 4 people, or more, if you only put 3 in. So yeah, making these for my pregnant cousin Tatiana, who most people might be familiar with from the summer, who needs a little TLC and matzo ball soup right now.
Okay, that's good. Comfort food. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So I'm making it for her too, and Stan. So there it is. Cool. And my son.
Nice. All
Yeah.
right. Well, while we're hanging out, I'm going to show you a few things, peeps, because I
Okay.
always do.
Good.
Lastweekends.org, because this is coming up. We're in the less than 2 weeks now, hanging on by our fingernails, but we could use
Hang
any
on,
help you
everybody.
guys can give. If you can phone bank for an hour, text bank for an hour, we could use it. We could definitely use it here in New Mexico. Swing left if you want to just check out and donate money. That also counts. And envoysforhumanity.org. They will show you how to do postcards, and it's a great group of people. So
And if
check them
you're
out.
not into doing any of that kind of stuff, there's going to be a fundraiser for the Democratic Party of Texas, right? Which is Seinfeld
Yep,
reunion.
tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, it's the Seinfeld reunion.
That's where I'm eating my matzo ball soup watching that. Okay.
Yeah, I cannot wait. Yes, that'll be so fun. I just big Seinfeld fan here.
Yes. Oh God, I love Seinfeld.
Yeah. All right. So what else you got to show us?
Well, I just finished the last ball. It's boiling, so it's getting to be go time, everybody. The balls are going in the boiling water.
The balls are in.
Here we go.
The balls are in. I'm drinking to that.
Let me just wash my hands for 1 second.
All right. So that is a clear broth, a clear
Yes.
chicken broth, correct?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
It's chicken broth, and I put about 3 teaspoons of the Better Than bouillon and a little bit of salt, sea salt.
Okay.
So I'm gonna put them in, and then I'm gonna fly over and show you what it looks like. But it's boiling right now, okay? Boiling, okay. And then what do? You put it to simmer, and then
cover it up, and don't look for 30 minutes.
Okay, putting them in. Ready? 1, 2, and they're gonna sink, right? And when you know they're done is when they float. Oh.
Okay. Well, there's a shout out for a clear top, so you can watch it.
Okay, here we go. You can see a little bit of this before I cover it. See?
Yep, I see.
So those are gonna
nice.
Those are gonna cook now. I'm putting the timer on for 30 minutes. And oh my God, I think they're already getting a little bit bigger. So yeah, that's gonna be.
You have a nice big pot. And are you going to use that broth afterwards for the soup or not?
I'm not. I am making chicken soup from the carcass of the roast chicken I eat tonight. That's going to have potatoes and carrots and celery. I'm doing the classic chicken soup that'll all be in the recipe that I post with photos.
Okay.
And parsley and onion, garlic, all that, and then you strain it. I'm gonna save chicken, actual chicken pieces to go in the soup. Some people like to put noodles. I'm doing the matzo instead, but and then but you could use that for chicken noodle base easily.
Yeah.
Or anything with
Anything. I mean, I would not. You know me. I would not throw that out.
I know you wouldn't, but the matzo is this floury. Mm-hmm. It's not like saving chicken stock, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I gotcha. Yep.
It's a little. I think you could get rid of it, but you can save it if you want. I could test it and see. But it's funny, they're cooking. It's like they're cooking right now, and they're expanding a tiny bit, and
it's like watching chicken and dumplings.
Yeah, this is like
so you're taking this broth to Debriana's freezer?
No, I'm going to be taking it to the drain. But speaking of the freezer, you can in fact freeze matzo balls, like you can. So
okay, cool. That's good to know, because for me, it's excellent to know.
If you didn't think you could, you can. But this is going to be just comforting and delicious. So I'm very excited. I haven't made it in a while. But
yeah, me too. I'm excited to have seen it. Thank you.
It takes a while to do it from scratch, but it's worth it, because if you make enough soup, you got a lot of soup.
Okay, so where is anybody else going? We just had a little pushback in our lockdown this week, so Make matzo ball soup, people.
It's a great soup.
It's
I mean,
comforting.
obviously, traditionally, it's a Passover, for Passover, but it really is an awesome the ultimate comfort food soup.
Yeah,
I think it just
yeah,
makes you feel better.
yeah.
It's chicken bone broth.
It's good for
Um,
you. Yeah.
yeah, really good. Um,
Cool. Well, we're gonna go watch the debate.
it's a half an hour till.
I know, 30 minutes and counting, people.
There's a mute button tonight. I wonder what will happen.
Very exciting. It's mute button night. Soup. I thought it was supposed to snow there. No, not till the weekend. Maybe Sunday is what I just looked up. Yes, I want some too. I do want some. So
I would love to send you some if I could.
all right.
Whoever,
Yes, a little comfort going back and forth.
but
All
you'll
right.
have the recipe. You can make it yourself.
Yeah, I'm very excited. Thank you very much.
All right,
Yay.
awesome.
All right. Everybody be safe. Everybody wear a mask. Oh, wait, that's the wrong one.
Oops.
Don't
Be
go
good.
there. Don't.
Be good.
Stop. Hide that. Stop it now.
Where's the
I
credit?
am technologically challenged. It is Mercury retrograde, and I'm feeling it, people.
And it's only been 185 episodes.
185 episodes later, I'm entitled to a mistake here and there.
I'm tired.
Everyone wear a mask. Enjoy the debate.
Thanks for watching. Go to our YouTube channel.
Okay. Bye.